everyone, I'm Kathryn DeSinaasappeelen, your beer mistress, and this week we're trying this beer. Le Corne Du Bois Triple. I love the artwork. It is amazing. Now before we open this beer, if you watched my video 2 weeks ago, and even last week, you know that I have the proper glass for this beer. And if you're looking and wondering, Kathryn, what are those blue things in the glass? These are dried hibiscus petals. And if you're wondering why they're in the glass, it's because it matches the little blue guy perfectly. You can't even see him, I think, on the camera. I love this glass. It brings me such joy. It really does. It is a bitch to clean. Oh my goodness. I have washed this glass so many times and there's still like this little water spot at the bottom. I have bottle cleaners and it just will not bend to clean the bottom part. And so it's really important when you try beer to have a clean glass. And I think, wow, this glass gives me such joy. And it's probably going to trigger some of you knowing that I have the proper glass for this beer. I'm not using it because, oh my gosh, I've got it as clean as I think I'm going to get it. And now it's just going to be a thing to showcase beautiful hibiscus petals. I also chose this beer because it's blue and matches the petals. And I'm wearing blue, so it matches. Also, it's the triple, and I wanted to have a good beer. Here's the bottle cap. I love this bottle cap. It is stunning. Okay, let's pour this beer. I don't know what I would call my hopes because the last beer, which was very interesting, we'll just say it was interesting. We'll leave it at that. If you want to know what I thought, go watch the review. There is so much sediment. Holy crap. It's one of those things, I like the sediment, but wow, there's a lot of it. Oh yeah, this is so hazy. Look at this. I'm not even sure if it's going to come out on the camera even if I zoom in, but there's so much just stuff going on in there. It's so hazy and swirly. Considering this is a triple, this is also a really light color. I expected it to be a bit darker. Let's smell this. Ooh. Ooh. What are the ingredients in this? This smells. Is there malt? Yeah, there's malt. I was smelling the malt. There's lots of malt, I think. Barley malt, hops, and yeast. I'm getting the malt a lot because that has that sweet note. My hopes are high. We're gonna have to try this now. Gesundheit. Oh. Yeah, this is delicious. I really, okay, here's the whole thing. I think if you're somebody starting off in your beer journey, this isn't a good beer to start with. I like triples, but this doesn't have the stereotypical triple taste that I'm used to because there's a sour note and there's some saltiness that's coming in. There's not much of a bitter note. And for me, for a triple, there's normally a really heavy bitter note that comes out, which, you guys know how I love my bitter notes. I like the sour note. It's not a lambic sweet sour. It's more of that sort of funky blonde sour. And normally I don't like that, but it's working for some reason with this beer because it's just delicious. Oh my goodness. It's so refreshing in the beginning and there's so many bubbles that it bursts in your mouth. And then once that dissipates, you have that sort of sour note that lingers over your tongue, but it changes to a slight salty taste. I keep wanting more. Oh, there is a sweet note in there. I just got that. I can't place the sweet note though. You know what it is? I think it's sort of like sweetness that you get from vegetables, so like carrots, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, and not sweet like you get from fruit or from candy. So I don't want to say it's like a sweet bitter, because I'm not getting lots of bitter notes from this. It's mostly sour. It's very interesting sour though. Oh wow, this is very refreshing. I think I'm getting tipsy. Ooh, what is the ABV on this? Ooh, okay, this is 10%. Ah, that's a bit higher than I was anticipating. I thought it was going to be around 8, and normally when it gets to the 10, 12, I'm really weird. They don't kick my butt in the same way that an 8 does, because this is going to my head, and I had lunch. It shouldn't be going to my head. Oh my goodness. This is a beer that I would recommend if you just want a relaxing beer, because this is so refreshing. Like, I feel like this is the perfect beer that if you had a long day, you're hot, you want something refreshing, just that tastes delicious, this is the beer to drink. Which is odd because I think this is the first beer I've ever come across where this is the drink to have to lay back, relax, and be refreshed, because normally beers for me, it's like it's a specific time, like it's a party beer, it's a barbecue beer, it's a dessert beer. No, this is just a any time beer. I feel like this would go really well with hot dogs. I don't know. If you've had this beer, what do you eat it with? Hazel. Oh my goodness, that was delicious. Ooh, that last bit was bitter. Oh, I love bitter notes. Oh my goodness. My mouth is so happy right now. Also, I'm a little tipsy. That really kicked my butt. Oh my goodness. I can feel it going to my head because my head is spinning. Anywho, that's what I have for you guys this week. I hope that you enjoyed this beer review. If you did, as you can tell, I do lots of beer reviews, so be sure to check out my Beer Mistress Beer View playlist. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Tootsies, my applezines. So for my fellow beer enthusiasts, if I was going to grow hops in the garden, what variety of hops would you recommend? There is this part of me that wants to grow the one Belgian variety, which is Hunebel, but I feel like I need others. So help me out, guys. I'm counting on you. Now I'm gonna go. Holy crap, my head is spinning. Wow, this kicked my butt.